Okay, everyone, welcome back to Times. All right, I'm glad to have you back, and it's time. Let's watch this amazing video. Now, okay, let's watch this. Okay. What was that like? You know, a lot of people are saying it's voodoo, it's whatever. But what do you think about it? Is that a skill? It's like it looked so I don't know what to call it. I don't think that was a skill. How can somebody do that? That is trying to defy the law of gravity. But that just on a lighter note. All right, let's talk about the fact that some oil thefts, the Tantita, where they intercepted an oil theft that was going on. So I'm going to just play the video right now, so we'll see what's happening, and the fact that we are saying don't forget that Dangote is said to be importing crude oil from the US, but here is that we are still struggling to take this stuff away. I'm going to play the video later, but here is Donyi our former BB Big Brother's Nigerian housemate. She was on a national TV. Because she was on national TV and she was asked some certain questions. I don't need just in the lights. I would just she was asked some certain questions like when we how many times the Nigerian presidency political term, like presidency term, and it was like 4 years. That was actually correct, and she had to go for 10. But she was really unfamiliar with a lot of the questions. I know sometimes growing up, they don't have responsibilities. And our Nobel laureate, she did not even answer that. Our Nobel laureate is Wole Shaw. No, Wole. I'm going to say that later. Now let me show you what it's popping. Let's see when after the interview she came out to say this. All right, let's hear what she have to say.
I really think that we young people need to familiarize ourselves with like government, Nigeria, politics, just Nigeria in general, current affairs. Because tell me why. I went on an interview today and they asked me, who is Inspector General of Police? And I'm like, I don't know that man. I genuinely did not know. Like, and that's not something I'm proud of. Like, I Googled it after, so now I know him. I know his name. But like, we need to do better. We really do. Starting with me, we really need to do better.
First question is, when will the president's term elapse? What year will the president's term elapse? The current president. Yeah, the first term.
First term is 4 years, right? So is it not? It's 4 years, but they usually go 2 terms, and nobody has ever gone 1 term.
So when will the first term elapse?
You said last year. That was.
So 4 years. You got that actually.
Yeah, 4 years.
Who's the IG of police?
I do not know that man. I'm so sorry. That's just the truth. I don't know.
Nigeria has a Nobel laureate. What's his name?
Nigeria has what?
A Nobel laureate. What's his name?
Again, I do not know. I'm in entertainment. Ask me about entertainment. How? Okay, you know what? I need to come and ask you about let me ask you about radiology and let's see if you can answer the question. So what part of the body goes in first when you want to do a CT scan?
So this is the part where you give them back, I imagine.
No, because you're asking me things that are not in my field.
She already said she's naturally combat ready.
So let me give you the clue to the Nobel laureate. He's into literature. He's got the iconic white, grey hair. I think he's actually white.
He's not afraid of basbos from young people.
Yeah, he's not afraid of basbos from young people. He's a professor, the Nobel laureate.
Okay. Now I did have to start giving her hints and all of that. Well, I'm laughing because sometimes these questions are unexpected and you could just go to an interview and they just hit you hard. But at the same time, I think she was right. We have to familiarize ourselves with a lot of happenings as young people. Somehow we just go ahead to complain about things that are not working. This is not there. This is supposed to be there and all of that. But we don't even know the people who should hold responsible. I know the president is, generally the president that should be accountable for, but some of these things, like when stuffs are happening, there are some people we can hold on responsible. When it's the educational system is something is wrong, let's go to our Minister of Education. When something is wrong in the military, let's look for the Minister of Defense. In the aviation, let's look. That's how it's supposed to be. So we hold them accountable. When any source from the president, they have to go to him. All right. So I think it's important we familiarize ourselves like Tina, but if you go national, when they ask a question when they know, when you don't know more in the hook, or you go just be like, when they be like, that carry me come here, that kind of stuff. But it's important as young people in Nigeria, we should know these things. It's not like concern me. It's not my business. No, I think we should familiarize ourselves with all of these issues, all of these little things. Who is the vice president? Funny enough, somebody was asked, who is the vice president of Nigeria? And this is a graduate. Sorry, people that in matric students. When a student was about getting into the university, and funny as it sounds, the lady did not know, and she was laughing, and like concern me, but it's not about concern you. You have to. It's important. Let's know these things. It helps us as a nation. It helps us as a people, so that when we go around, we could actually talk about what and who is this and who is not that. Now, the federal government of Nigeria have recently banned alcoholic beverages. This to the men out there that comes without liquor and ethanol. Now, ethanol is a chemical that we use in ethanol is a chemical they use in mixing the alcohol you take. Now, the federal government, you can see there, the federal government banned consumption of alcoholic beverages in small sachets. So all of you that used to take Action, Bitter, Striker, Zazu, Origin, The Rock, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham. There will still be Super Eagles. Okay, everybody has to think that the federal government have just bounded it. They banned it, like there's no longer in sales, like it's no longer okay for people to take it. I think that the reason was not stated, but I know it has to do with health and all of that. And I think it's important that the Nafdac and everybody and the people is responsible for this take more precautions to make sure that the people are protected. Not just about your pleasure, not just about what you want, but your health factor is what they are trying to put. Because of the pleasure we derive from doing things. So when they say stop things, you just feel like it's not a discipline it takes to stop some certain habits, especially when it is now an addiction. Alright, when it is not an addiction, it is terrible. But it is important that we take discipline especially when things concern our health. We take discipline to curtail it and make sure that it don't go beyond the place where we now regret it. That, assuming I know I should have done. Just like somebody would say, take the discipline of exercising, take the discipline of taking much water, take the discipline of resting. Trust me, in our present day Nigeria and Africa, it takes discipline to rest. Because some persons want to just walk around the clock. Like they want to walk around the clock every single time. But it is important, and this is not about what you want now, it's about your health. And please make sure if you drink all of this sachet stuff, please make sure you stay away from it for now until they rectify why they are stopping it, why it's bound. Because if you say no, it might be affected. I know Nigerians normal, you say we don't see nothing happen, and you just want to bounce back on it. It is terrible, but please, guys, let's hold on to it. And if you think it's just because of anything, why do you think that it was bound? Apart from the health challenges that was attached to it by Nafdac, why was it bound? And do you think doing what she came out to say was right? Did she actually mean it? And I think that's it's a great height of humility and accessibility that for her to come out and say, truly, I went to an interview, and truly I do not know, because I have not been paying attention to this area of Nigeria or of my life, being aware of the current happenings, current days in Nigeria. I think to me, I have just found a crush. I think she's amazing. That's a great height of humility for me. I think I love what she did, and it was amazing. More love doing. We appreciate you, and we glad though all those stuff, right? For coming out to say that was amazing. All right, people. And until next time, we'll drop another video. I love you. And if you're not a subscriber, tell me you're listening right now and subscribe for more exclusive content and news. Peace.